This is the second 3586C of the three. I got this one working too, so I got 2 working units out of the 3. Sounds like there's a contest on 20 meters. This one has a broken volume control on the audio out, and some of the switches I'm going to have to clean, so I'm going to have to remove the front panel. So this video is going to cover some of the aspects of fixing either intermittent switches or replacing this pot here. The pot's broken off on the shaft. I can pull the one out of the other one. This one that also has a broken edge on it, so I'm going to pull this pot out and put it on the other unit. You know, with some modifications, this thing would make a really nice receiver for both sideband and AM with a little bit of hacking. You have to remove the top and bottom panels, and what's typical in these old Hewlett Packard units is there's a screw in the middle of both the top and bottom panel, but before you do that you have to take out the feet here, and to do that you unscrew the feet and you unscrew this center connector here. The screw is Phillips head, number 2 Phillips. This is kind of a long screw. Guess I need a persuader. Put a couple extra threads on here. I have a feeling these covers haven't been off in a while. This is the bottom of the board, the motherboard. And of course, you've got the top here. So what I need to do now, I need to get the front panel down. Okay, I'm going to remove the side panel. In this case, this is the left-hand side. It's a good idea to mark it up at a left front so I don't mix them up here. And turning the unit around, and these are 60 pounds, so like 1.5 bags of salt. Not too bad. Not as bad as my HP, what is the 8566B spectrum analyzer. That's 120 pounds. Luckily that comes in 2 parts. That's a backbreaker. As if I need that anymore. Okay, remove the handle there. See if this one's going to come out as easily. I should get the right tool here. Alright. This is the right front. Okay. I already took out screw here. This is at a 45-degree angle. We got another one on this side. They're all Phillips. Two real short Phillips on the side here come out. And there's short Phillips there. Isn't it amazing what HP did before they got in the computer business? That was a mistake. If you're going to have this apart for a while, it's probably a good idea to use a plastic multi-section box. Put the parts in, or like I used to use an old egg carton, works too. Let's see how close we're getting here. Guess we're getting close here. I'm going to put it on its side. Gonna let it overhang a little bit on this side. Alright. Here's the back of the panel. You got this connector that went up to the controller board. You can disconnect that. You have a connector here. I guess we got a couple. There we go. And here's the front panel removed. I need to salvage this pot, which is behind here. So I'll have to remove this board, and some of these switches were a little intermittent, so I'll see if I can touch them up a little bit, clean them up. This one had some damage. Of the three I got at the Hamfest a number of years ago now, this one must have been dropped on the edge here. You can see the LEDs from the annunciator there. Pretty nice construction. Anyway, that's how to remove the front panel. So the next step, I'm going to pull out the circuit board, harvest this pot, and see if we can clean some of these switches up that are slightly intermittent, some of them. Well, all my plastic bins are in use with other projects, so I got to resort to the egg crate, which I guess is okay. Okay, this will have to come out. The encoder and the speaker has to come loose. Speaker in the pot. Okay, to get the circuit board out, you have to pull these two screws out of the front of the meter, or the top of the meter I should say. And when you do that, it frees up the meter. Put that aside. And carefully pull the front panel out. Well, you can see why these things are so expensive. So anyway, here's the guy I need to harvest. Right here, this little blue pot here. Actually, I've got some of these, but since I have this unit, I'm going to pull this out and use that one. The knob is held on with an Allen screw, so I'll remove that. And then this will pop off. It's got an encoder here. Boy, these things are built nice. Sure rather work on this kind of stuff than consumer electronics like TVs and VCRs and DVD players. And here's the bad pot here. It's a 50K pot that has the shaft broken off. Here's the one I took out of the other unit. It's a 50K potentiometer. I'm going to transplant that into this one. This was major. Getting this out of here, this was major. The knob on the other one that I took this from, someone had broken off the set screw inside of the knob, and I had a heck of a time. Bent a couple Harbor Freight drills. I don't know why they bend. Usually they break, don't they? But anyway, I got it out. Now I have to remove this one, which will probably give me some trouble. This has got an aluminum face on here, so the nut is recessed, so getting a grip on that is a little bit tough, so I'll do that next. I'll solder the new old pot. I'll solder in, and then we should be able to put this back together. I am going to check this board over now that I have it out. Some of these switches were a little... Oh, here, I got a broken one here. It's missing. Oh my gosh, I got more than one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I may use the other panel. Yeah, there's a spring contact in here. No wonder I was having trouble making contact on these. Well, assuming the other front panel is alright, this doesn't seem to be missing any of the spring contacts. I suppose I could I suppose I could transform some of those back over into this one. Okay, the transplant operation, I guess, was successful. Tested the pot, tests alright. Now I can put a knob on it. I'm going to use this board. I don't know how this thing lost all of its little metal springies on the switches, but it did. Here's a detail on these switches on this front panel board. There's get my pointer here. 2 gold-plated contacts on the circuit board, and they make contact with these little fingers. on the switch here. Center the thing here. Anyway, these little fingers make contact. Problem is most of these are missing the spring that you can see, like in this one. This one doesn't have it. This one does. Return spring. I don't like the feel of these. There, that's how it should sound. Okay, this thing's back together. Clean the switches. Got the new pot in here. So put it back in and see if it works. Cross your fingers. Here's the first one I fixed. Here's the second one. These are 60 pounds, so might want to use a dolly. Anyway, let's power this one up and see if we got it fixed. I got to get another knob for this one. The other one I couldn't salvage. Let's see if we got a success or not. Okay, the one on the bottom is the one with the ovenized oscillator, and the one on the top is the one with a standard time base on it.
Okay, let's just try this for any DX for the Southern Cross DX, that is a Norway dream. Sugar, Japan, London, beaming, long path, VK, anywhere, Middle East, anyone, Pacific Rim. So I'd like to join in that, please come.
Oh, it sounds like 20 meters was pretty active today.
Give it a show. CQDX from the Southern Cross DX group. Maybe Africa, the Middle East, Indian Ocean, all past Pacific, VKZL, from Kilo 4, Mike, Papa India. Kilo 4, Mike. Give me a call now.
We'll change the tuning rate here to 100 kilohertz.
The land is open to Melbourne there in Australia. Their signal. We operate every day here on this frequency at 2000.
One of the modifications, AGC system in this is not the best for using it as a receiver, but got all the manuals and schematics, so this might be a fun project I might work on. Yeah, to use this as a receiver really needs some modifications, but it has all the basics. Here's the sacrificial unit. This one I'll put down in the barn here. This one has quite a few modules in it. I know the A60 board's bad out of this one, and also the front panel. I had to mangle a little bit, but that's alright. Anyway, that's an update on the HP 3586C units here. So I don't know if I'll be using these that much. I might do some experiments with these. Convert it into use it as a receiver. I'd have to do a little modification on it, but this has a lot of possibilities for any ham radio operators out there. Anyway, thanks for watching Mod 2, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.